Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Akil, and last night I decided to watch Bullet Train. I know I usually do reviews like right after, but last night I was like, you know what? Instead of making another short review, I decided the next day to make it a little more professional. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So without further ado, let's actually jump right into it. Also, I should say I actually was a bit sick like 2 weeks, these last 2 weeks. So if you're wondering if I managed to watch anything and all that, yes, I did. I'm actually catch up on Westworld and watch a bunch of movies. So there's that. But anyway, you guys aren't here for that. You guys are here for the review. So, Bullet Train. Wow, I had a good time with this one, guys. Could have been better, but I definitely enjoyed myself. So let's jump right into it. So for my pre-rating score, I'm gonna say that Bullet Train was actually a good movie, guys. Unfortunately, it wasn't great. Nope, The Gray Man's definitely better than this, but I definitely enjoyed myself watching this movie. So there's that. Now the plot of this movie. Wow, this is a bit hard to say because I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely a little bit lost with this one at the start, but I have to say, the best way I can describe it is that you have all these assassins on this train, and they're in it for the money, and there's this briefcase or suitcase involved. I'll say briefcase because that's what they say in the movie. And they all have their own little code names, and they all have a reason to be there. They all have their own little backstory. And for the most part, it's pretty well done, but there are some issues I have with this movie that other people are saying that they probably do. So there's that. And that's the best way I can describe the plot of this movie. It's basically you have all these assassins on this train, and there's money involved, and they all have code names, and they all have a backstory. So there's that. So yeah. Now, in terms of the positives of this movie, the first thing that instantly stood out to me was the action. The action in this movie is pretty damn cool. Yeah, cool. That's what I meant to say. Not just good, but cool. Yeah, it definitely got really good action, but it felt very cool. You know what I mean? Like a very John Wick S type movie, which is funny because the guy who directed this movie, David Leitch, actually I believe was an uncredited director for the first John Wick movie, if I remember. He's also I believe an executive producer for I think the entire franchise. I'm not too sure, but anyway, this guy is known for directing action movies, Deadpool 2, Atomic Blonde, Hobbs and Shaw, John Wick. So there you go. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those movies unfortunately, but I do know that he can do it. But for some reason, this movie I don't know, like it didn't work for some people. So there's that. In terms of other positives, though, the acting I thought was pretty damn good. Everyone nailed it. Aaron Taylor Johnson's accent was like like a crowded jewel in this movie. It was just so great to see him go off and swearing. Half the time, you know what he was going on about, but that's just great. Like you could tell they were having a blast making this movie. And then finally, the characters themselves. They were all really cool. I enjoyed all of them. And I didn't think I would, but I did. So there's that. Now, negatives, because this is what I want to talk about. This movie is confusing. This movie would definitely make you a bit like, huh? Wait, what? What's going on? Unlike The Gray Man, which I actually didn't find confusing. Also, this movie is a bit slow. Yeah, it's definitely a bit slow at times. I don't know why, but it's one of those movies that you think it's going to be fast paced, but it's not. And then, lucky you asked for negatives, besides it being confusing and a bit slow, there's a bit too much going on here. This is another one of those movies that I felt like there was a bit too much happening. I don't know why, but towards the end, it just felt like they were throwing so much at the screen, and then there was a cameo that just came out of nowhere. By the way, there are two cameos in this movie that I actually did not know about, but both of them kind of make sense when I think about it. Well, one does, so yeah. But anyway, this is a really entertaining movie at times. There's some pretty good jokes in there and all that, but don't expect the greatest movie in the world. Don't expect this to be like, oh, the next, I know, like big action film and all that. I don't even think we're getting a sequel. If we are, it'll be very interesting to see. First of all, who's in it based on the outcome at the end of this movie, and then like I don't want to give away too much, but it's pretty crazy how the movie actually ends. But overall, Bullet Train is a solid film, and as a final score, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. This is a movie I would recommend watching in theaters at least once. But after that, you'll be like, oh, I want to see something else. Yeah, 13 Wives I heard is really good, so I might check that out as soon as I can. But there's a bunch of stuff going on TV. I know Sandman's out. I do want to see that. I actually started watching Paper Girls. I have to finish that. I haven't finished the season of X-Files I'm on. Westworld, I'm still going through it. And then She-Hulk's coming out. There's a bunch of stuff coming out. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed Bullet Train, but it could have been better. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, guys. My name's Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.